Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting to be here for another episode of the Weekday Edit, our biweekly show on Adobe Live. Thank you all so much for joining us. My name is Arabella,
I'm Ellie.
and we are Weekend Creative, and we host the Weekday Edit. Thank you guys for being here. I already see a lot of people in the chat. I see Jack, I see Robert, Barbara, Apurva.
Yay.
Amazing. Thank you guys all for being here. If you are a Adobe Live veteran, please say hi. If this is your first time watching, also say hi and tell us where you're watching from as well. It's always so exciting to see all the locations everywhere around the world. So, yeah, we have a really exciting episode. Ellie, if you want to share a little bit about us and then maybe about what you're going to get into in this stream.
Yes. So we are a commercial photography duo. We're in San Jose, California, and we work with commercial clients. We work with a lot of different brands. It's really varied, the kind of companies that we work with, as you'll see on the stream. But we mostly partner with them on social media content, ad content, website images. And it's really fun. And part of our process is a lot of times we are also doing art direction and pre-production for our clients. We're not just doing the photography. And so part of that process is trying to flesh out concepts, come up with concepts, and also make sure that we are communicating those concepts to the client before the shoot so that they can give us approval. And there is a way less, trying to make tweaks and changes on set and way less reshooting, and the clients are happier overall. So we have been kind of getting into using Firefly. I've always just created my mockups in Adobe Illustrator, and that works really great, but I've been loving some of the new features in Firefly. So we're going to dive into that and kind of show how we can turn some really simple sketches into mockups and in Adobe Firefly. And then
Amazing.
if we have time, and I think we will, we can kind of work on what a shoot plan would look like using Adobe Express. I also usually use Illustrator for that, but I thought it'd be fun to just do that in Express and just show how simple and easy that would be, because I'm also a big Express fan. So
Yes, we are. So, oh
yes.
my gosh, I see so many more people in
Oh,
the chat.
hello.
Ted is in here.
Hi,
Jason, D.
Ted.
James is in here. Uh,
Jason.
we've got Nashville,
Friends.
Ohio, Music City, USA. That's cute.
Oh, I love it.
Nashville. Oh, I love it.
So
We've also
fun.
got Reem. Reem is it's his first time, their first time in Adobe Live watching a stream. So thank you for being here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so I thought that the best way to show this, and feel free to ask questions as we go
Yes, you
along.
guys.
If you have comments, questions, concerns, let me know. Arabella will be checking the chat on Behance and YouTube, so feel free
Yes.
to put your questions there. But I have several different things that we can work on today. I kind of went a little crazy. So,
No, we
I
love it.
thought I thought it would work well to kind of start with a finished image. So maybe we can start with this one first.
Okay.
If you guys can see this. So I thought we could start with a finished image and then see like, okay, if we were trying to create this mock-up, can we recreate it in Firefly and how close can we get to something that I could have sent to a client for this particular shoot.
That's a great
So
idea.
yeah, so then we can really test it to see, how accurate is it actually going to be. So this
Amazing.
was a finished image. This was for a test shoot that we did with a friend. And I'm gonna start by just kind of typing into Firefly and seeing like what results I get, and then we're gonna use some of the new tools to kind of refine it and see how that makes it better.
I'm
So
super excited for this. Also,
so
Joshua
fun. Oh my
says,
gosh,
I am here
sorry.
lurking and working. We love
Perfect. I
it.
love it. Um, okay, so what do we have in this shot? We have let's just Firefly is not going to recognize that brand name or create
Right.
something that is that exact brand, right? Because they that would be a copyright violation, and we don't mess with that here. So we can just say, like, for the sake of a mock-up, we can say a green soda can.
Yes. Keep it like simple.
Keep it generic.
Hmm.
And then what else is in that? There is with
Like green
a
floral.
whole watermelon,
There's like a reflection going on, like
watermelon
water
slices.
spillage.
Yes, and there's green orchids.
Hmm.
And then it's on a reflective surface.
with some kind of gradient, with like the like colorful gradient.
Green gradient, water.
Wait, can you pull up the image again? I need
Yeah,
to like look
sorry.
at it. No, it's okay. Oh yeah, watermelon slices. We've
There's
got a
water. Oh, and a cocktail glass.
cocktail
Okay.
glass.
Okay,
Yes.
let's add that.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh yeah, I like that you said you specified green orchids. Amazing.
Yeah, so we want to be as specific as possible with Firefly and just really tell it, this is exactly what we're looking for. So maybe I'm working with a client and I kind of know, okay, they want a shot of this green soda can, and I'm kind of thinking of like, what are the things that could be involved in this shot? This is how I a lot of times come up with concepts. Maybe they've given me some specifics, but maybe I'm like, oh, let's do an ingredient shot. This is watermelon flavored. Let's have some watermelon, and then maybe like it'd be fun to bring in these green flowers that I know that we have, and this cocktail glass. So I'm going to just hit generate and see what we get.
Amazing.
And this is text to image. So that is what we are doing, and it takes a second to come up. Okay, so it's
Whoa.
really good. Like this is actually really great. What I typically do, so for my mockups, and I was telling Arabella this yesterday, so you can choose your content type. You could create a photo in Firefly, you could create something that's more artistic. When I'm doing mockups for clients, even though we will eventually be creating photos, I like to show them something that is not a photo and something that is more flat. The reason for that is because I feel like then it kind of reminds them like um, this is like what we're going for, but it's not exact. It's going to be different
Right.
when it's an actual photo. And I feel like if I was to try to generate photos as mockups, I feel like then that would get stuck in their head of like, this is
Hmm.
exactly what it's going to look like. And
Well,
we
also
want to,
then there's no room for like, kind of
yeah,
changing things up on set if it doesn't work or, we need to take it
exactly.
a different direction.
Yeah, we want to get
Yeah.
it as close as we can, but because, I'm doing this right now with the final image, but in reality, I would be doing it without a final image, and I would want to
Exactly.
make sure that I'm leaving room for flexibility on set. So, I like to choose minimalism down here. This is the effects panel, and there are so many different effects if you want to,
So many.
choose a different style. There's different themes. Sometimes I'll choose flat design or digital art. We can go ahead. Let's go with flat design and see what that does. There's different techniques that you can choose from, and the list goes
It
on and
goes
on and
on.
on. And I feel like it's being updated constantly. So let's regenerate it with these effects added and see what that does.
Amazing. Also, hi Ralph. Thanks for joining our
Thanks
live
for
stream.
being here.
Thanks for being here. Amazing. Oh, cool.
Okay, I love this. And I feel like this is more similar to the way that my mockups typically
Ooh.
work in Illustrator. So, okay, this is great. I feel like, this is something that we could kind of work with and send to a client. But what I want to show you guys is this new structure reference. There's also right here, you can upload if you have a specific style you want to work with, you can upload a style here, like one of your own images or a mock-up that you've made before, which is really cool. But what I want to really show today is structure. So you guys, do you want to see how bad of an artist I am? Let me show you. Okay. So this is a sketch that I did. This is how I used to do my mockups before I started using Illustrator. I mean, they were a little better than this, but I would sketch stuff like this. And this is okay. Like I could send this to a client and they would get the gist, right? They'd be like, "Okay, great. Like the can's in the middle, there's watermelon, there's flowers. I get it. I could color it in with colored pencil or something."
Right.
The thing with this is if they want any changes, it is so hard or it's just annoying to like go in and redraw everything to make those changes that they want,
Right.
which is why I love using Illustrator and why, even using Firefly is great as well. So, the awesome thing about this new version of Firefly is that I can use this crappy little drawing and I can tell Firefly that I want my mock-up to look like that. Like that's the layout that I want. That's kind of where I want things to be. And this is just letting me know that I need to have the rights to any images that I upload. Want to make sure again, copyright and all of that. But if you can believe it, I drew that myself, you guys. Like that, I know you guys might be just look so professional, but I did draw it myself. Okay, so now we have our structure reference, and let's go ahead and generate that again to see what happens.
Okay, here's the real test.
The real moment of truth.
Amazing. I love this new feature. It's so cool because then yeah, I
Yeah.
mean even for like model. Ooh,
Look at this.
okay.
Look at this. Look at that.
Oh, that's pretty
Okay,
good.
look at this compared to our final photo. And remember, I didn't tell it like I didn't, like look at
Wow.
that. It didn't get the cocktail glass. It didn't really understand where I was going with that, but that's okay, right? I can always add that in.
Right.
But I didn't show it this picture. It hasn't seen this picture. It's literally just going off my super crappy sketch.
That's
I do want
amazing.
to switch from flat design to digital art because I think that will give us a little bit more detail.
Ooh, okay.
So let's go ahead and do that.
Joshua says, love the results, mind blown. And we got a
Right?
few people in YouTube too. Andrew Miller says, that's an incredible, and I'm gonna butcher however you say this. That's an incredible Basquiat style illustration. I have no
Yeah.
idea what that means.
I know. Firefly, you guys, the work that Firefly
Wow.
does is really good. Even got this like the way
Ooh,
that I
which
have the water down here,
this
like
is such a good like tool for ideation too. Like even I would have not have
yes.
thought of some like wavy thing like that, but that seems like even like a fun
Yes, that we
thing
could
to
be like, oh
include, you
wait,
know?
let's include something like this. Oh, I
Yeah,
love the way the water is coming up like this. And this is close enough that it's going to give the client a good enough idea, right? Again, it's not exactly the
totally.
photo, but it gives them enough of an idea to say like, okay, yeah, like this is where we're going. I get it. I like this. Or actually, I don't like this.
Right.
Can we change the flowers or can we change the background color or something like that, right?
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. Reem says, wow, that's impressive. Perfect results. And Ralph says, wow, incredible. Lots of
Thank
people are mind
you.
blown right now. I mean, as am I.
Okay, I'm gonna try to specify, or on the left, actually.
Oh,
Don't know my
yes.
left. I'm gonna try to specify to see if I can get that cocktail glass to be generated, and if not, we
Then,
can
Jen fill it.
we can gen fill. Exactly, exactly. Yes, and especially now that we can generate things. Oh, there we
Oh, there you
go.
go.
Actually, that
Hey,
is not
that's
bad.
not bad.
This one is
Wait,
weird,
actually, that's
but
that's interesting.
um we can take this into Illustrator and we could like add even more and make more
Yeah.
changes if we wanted to. But that one's pretty good.
Can you do like a show similar? Is that like
Yeah, the other thing
a
I can do, I need to turn off my little Pinterest buttons here. So up here in this little corner, if I want to download it, I would go over here. I could save it to my favorites.
amazing?
Um, I over here, I could go in and generative fill
Hmm.
where I wanted to add something. I can use this image as a structure reference or a style reference. I could also take it into Adobe Express. But let's do generate similar and see what that does.
Ooh. Okay, let's see. And then if it doesn't, I'm curious if you add like do the little generative fill in that little area and just put
Yeah,
like, little
okay, whoa.
cocktail.
It's
Oh,
going it's
whoa.
going another direction. It's going
I
another.
don't think we want that.
Okay, let's do a little generative fill in this and see. So when I click on that, it's going to take me up to this panel and down here I can choose to add or subtract.
Amazing.
And I could select the background, change things. So for example, I like don't really want it to look like it's bleeding.
Right.
Right? So are
No.
you going to let me? No?
No, no.
What's going on here?
Oh, is it maybe on the left-hand side where
Or it's frozen.
or like how on the
Oh,
left-hand
here.
side? Yeah, there you
There we
go.
go.
Perfect.
There we go. Except that I don't want to do that. Hold on, hold on. I don't know
Maybe.
why. No.
No, I think for
Okay.
this you do want the add and then remove. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do what you
The
did
remove and then the
before.
add.
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
then you hit
And then
remove.
I'd hit remove.
Yes,
That's right.
exactly.
Okay. Let's get
Perfect.
all these little guys.
Yeah, that looks like blood, and we don't want blood.
Yeah. No blood. And then it's gonna give us a few different
Blood.
results here. So we will see what
Amazing.
it does.
Yeah, and then it just, yeah, perfect. There you go. And you clean it up.
Yeah, there's options.
I
We
think
could
that
have it
first one,
generate more. I mean, this is still kind of weird, but
but
we
at
can
least
fix
it's
that
getting
later.
closer. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go to insert and
I think go back to add.
thank you.
Yeah, perfect.
So many things to select.
I know. There you go.
Okay,
Do you
just
think it
because
would
that does
recognize
look
the
weird.
word coupe? Like COUPE?
Let's try.
Coupe cocktail glass.
Um, green. Isn't it green?
Yeah, yeah, it was green. Or like clear green. Yeah, with carbonated. Yes.
We'll see if it can
We'll
do
see.
this.
We'll see. I'm just curious. I mean, gotta use like all the tools
You
to
gotta
see,
test it out, you
gotta
know?
test things out.
You gotta push the limits.
Okay. Wait, ooh, that second one's kind of better.
Yeah, I mean, this is like
It's a
funky
little
around here.
funky.
Honestly, I almost feel like taking this into Photoshop or Illustrator. I feel like
And
sometimes you
Gen
get,
fill it.
yeah, I feel like you get better results
Yeah.
sometimes. But this is like definitely,
For even just like
it's pretty good.
stylistically to show like, okay, this is where we
Yes.
want the cocktail, like all of that,
Yeah,
you know?
totally. So we can keep it for now.
Cool.
Okay. So that was that one. That was great. Let's do,
Amazing. Good job.
thank you. Okay, let's do another one. And I'm really curious about this because the absolute hardest thing for me to do in mockups is to draw hands or anything relating to people. So let's do this one.
I know. Who has tried to
Um,
like draw hands in please tell
well,
us in the
let me
chat.
show you. Yeah, I'll show you the hands that I tried to draw. Okay, so this is the image that we are going to try to mock up. Obviously we have hands here. The rest of it is pretty simple, so we will see how well it can do. You guys, this is my mock up. Don't laugh at me.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I tried my best.
You
I
know
tried
what?
my best. This is why
You were trying.
I am not an illustrator. Did not go that route. So, you know, we'll see if Firefly can even like
Recognize what
comprehend
this
that this
is.
is a hand. We'll see. We'll see.
I can see it. I can see it. I'm more like interested if it'll like know the stuff on the table, like on the
I
actual,
know. Okay,
you know?
so let's say
Reem says it looks like my mock-ups.
I'm glad that makes me feel better. Okay,
Jack
person,
says it captures the essence. I love
thank you.
it. I know. I feel like it just like reminds me of like all the like storyboarding that people do, you know, for like animations and like all that stuff. It's like so there's always a rough draft, you know, like
Yeah.
and then you aim to get it better. Okay, so what are you doing here? You're doing
So
person in an orange
I'm
sweater.
gonna test it out to see if this
Okay.
order, if it can understand this order of things.
Yeah.
Standing behind a pink kitchen counter, holding a bottle. Um,
Okay. I know. I wonder
I
if
don't
maybe
know
you
if it's
have to
gonna
put the
understand this
holding a bottle, reaching into the bottle like
before the kitchen counter.
before the standing behind a pink kitchen counter.
I know.
Maybe?
Let's try it and
Let's
see
try
then
it.
if we reverse it, what it will do. It's a
Yeah,
lot of trial and error, you
it
guys.
really is. I
And
know. And it's like, you know, you kind of do little like commas to like understand that it's, oh, okay.
honestly, not that bad.
That's not that bad. Maybe front facing, like add
Yes.
something about
Um,
or is there
uh,
like
like face on, straight on.
straight on?
Well, it will, when I add the little sketch in, that might get
Oh, you
changed.
know what?
Or
You're absolutely right.
it should get changed. First though,
Yeah.
I'm gonna change this to be art. And let's do our digital art. Let's also do flat design and see what
What
it
if you do
does.
holding a vitamin container?
Actually, we'll do graphic.
Like, do you think it'll understand
I
vitamin?
maybe we can see. I don't know because what I would do really is I would generate this in Firefly, but then I would take it into Illustrator and add in a graphic of the bottle.
Oh my gosh,
This is
stop.
precious. I love this
Love
is
it.
really cute. This is so
This is
cute.
very cute. You guys.
Look at her. Actually,
Wait, this one is really good.
this one is really good.
Oh my
Okay,
God, what a vibe.
let's I can't download it because our faces are blocking it. Hold on. There we go. Let's download that for fun. And
Yeah.
then I am obsessed with this style. I did
I'm obsessed
graphic
with
this
that
time
one.
instead of, I usually do flat design, but I'm kind of into,
Honestly, I
I'm
think
into
the
this.
graphic is great. Yeah.
So cute.
Joshua said those illustrations look great. So I 100% agree with
Thank
you,
you.
Joshua.
I worked so hard on them.
She works so hard.
Lots of typing.
Click, click.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and upload our structure reference.
Okay,
And
Joshua just commented, I love the style and diversity. Okay, we
right?
were just
Yes, we
talking
were
about this
just
the other
talking
day.
about that.
Like, it's amazing that Adobe Firefly really takes into consideration like different skin tones, different, types of
Yeah.
people, and like
I
it's
didn't even
amazing.
tell it to be
No,
diverse, and it
not at
just
all. And it
was
just does
on
it.
its own.
I
So,
love it.
the other
Kudos.
thing that I didn't mention earlier is that we can change the strength of this. So we can play with that in a second. Let's just see what it does at this kind of medium strength, and then we can adjust it and see if it changes it at all to up the strength. And that
Hmm.
just means like how much is it taking that into consideration, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
totally, totally.
Okay, this is not bad
Hey,
because what I could do is I could easily take this into like especially this one.
especially that one.
I could easily take this into Illustrator and just replace it with the Ollie bottle, and
Wow,
that would
that's
be
really
very simple.
good.
The only thing is this, I don't want that.
Yeah,
So maybe I can go in and remove that. The other thing too is I didn't even tell it that there was oranges and a bowl, but because I have those in my sketch,
yeah,
it recognized that.
100%.
So and on like sometimes before a shoot we know the exact props we're gonna use, but a lot of times we don't know exactly what it's gonna be. So again, this is just kind of like showing the client, okay, we're gonna do a
Yeah,
shot like this. We're gonna do a straight on shot, holding the bottle, taking it out. It's like making breakfast is kind of the concept here. And so the sweater is going to be orange. Like I can give them those kind of
yeah,
basic things, and this would be enough for them to to get this photo and be like, oh yeah, I see where this photo came
yeah,
from.
yeah,
See
for
if we
sure.
can.
I'm just curious, can you put reaching into a vitamin bottle or something like that
Yeah,
just to
let's
see
try
like
it.
what
Let's try
happens?
it. Let's go ahead and
Um,
save this just so we have it. Um, reaching, holding a vitamin bottle, reaching into the bottle. I wonder, do you think it will understand if I say holding a vitamin bottle, reaching in with the other hands? I don't
Honestly,
know if it's going to
what if you
understand that.
just, yeah, yeah. You know
Let's
what?
try it.
Try
Let's
it.
try it.
Try it. And also, I love that it gives you suggestions too. Like when it pops up, I'm
Yeah.
like, that's awesome. If you're like kind of stuck on something, then you have that there at your disposal. Ooh, yes, add the bowl of cereal and oranges.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Let's see.
Amazing.
I know. I don't know if it's going to understand this, but it's worth a try.
Yeah, it's worth a try. You never know.
Has
I mean, it
anyone?
has. Hey.
Okay, that's pretty
Oh,
good.
the third one. The third one.
This one?
Yeah, because it's holding a little thing. You see it? I
That's
mean,
really
it's
good.
kind of a little weird, but like
Okay, I love this illustration style. If I could illustrate, this is what I
this
would
is what you
want
would
to
do.
do.
Yes, I totally agree.
This is so cute. Has
Uh,
anyone played with this before? I would love to know.
Yes, tell
Let
us
me
in the
know.
chat. Also, hi, Alessandra. Thanks for joining us. We are here. Ellie is showing us how to use structure reference to create mockups for your photo shoots. It's another fun episode of the Weekday Edit, our bi-weekly show. And yeah, this is just so exciting because it really opens up the door for like really showing your client exactly what you're thinking. And then,
Yes.
it's still being an illustration. So there's still that, like showing that like it might not be exactly this, but this is the direction and this is the kind of like
Yeah.
where we're headed essentially.
I feel like this one honestly is the best one because then I could easily like add the other bottles in here and then the bottle
Yes,
here using Illustrator, and that would be
exactly.
so simple. So, okay, let's up the strength though just cuz I'm curious what it looks like if we up it, and then also let's
Mm,
try it when it's lowered and
yeah.
see
Does
the
it
difference.
let you like, is it like a,
No,
it
it's
goes all
like
the way?
low, medium,
Medium,
high.
high.
It's
Okay.
not
Okay.
it's I'm sure eventually it will become more oh, this one's
Wow. Oh my gosh, you
I mean,
guys.
it's kind of similar. Let's see when you
Yeah,
go like down
like what
low.
happens? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alessandra says, "Ooh, this is nice. I love the colors."
Thank you.
I know. This is really fun. I love like just playing around with. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so
Oh,
I
cute.
went lower, so it's kind of like taking it out. Oh, and then give him
Oh,
three arms. That's fine.
cool.
Maybe that's the direction we're going. I don't know.
Okay, I
So
like this though for like even just thinking of like other types of shots. You
yes.
know, like yes, we have the one shot that we want that's up close, but then like more of a lifestyle kind of
Yeah.
like
Okay, like
further
give us
back.
other shots that are similar to this, but a
Yes.
different pose.
Yes,
Yes. Love this.
exactly.
Love this for sure. Okay, cool. So we have that. Let's see. Let's do one more and then we can kind of dive a little bit into Express and what that
Perfect.
could look like.
Okay.
So let's see. Which one do we want to do?
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, this is the one that I did. That's all. This is also a hand, if you can believe it. Uh,
I'm sorry.
I did this one I posted this on Instagram.
Yes.
This is the final image.
Love it.
This is kind of like what I was testing this out with the other day. I also did it with this one. So this is the final image. And for this one, what we did is we actually took a picture of my hands.
You can see
Um,
both of our feet.
yeah, Arabella's feet down here. And I think this is my dog right here, actually.
So
Um,
lots going on.
Yeah, and so actually let me show you this because this is really interesting. So this was the other thing, like with hands, sometimes, it's so hard. Like I know like okay, this is and actually I think I put in here I did. So this was the mock-up that I did for this image and
Mhm.
I think that I took these hands off of Google somewhere and I just took them into Illustrator and did an image trace, which is what I've always done before. But then I have to
Mhm.
like either take a picture of my hands and like hold it exactly the right way or have to go on Google
Right.
and find the exact way that I want the hands to be. So it just takes a lot,
Totally.
like it just takes more time. So let's see what it looks like. Um, if we just do this
Ooh.
in Firefly instead. Um,
Breaking apart the candy bar or chocolate bar.
yeah,
Plain background.
I
Yep.
don't know if it's gonna understand the plain background, but we will try it.
Yeah, why not? This Firefly image too is insane. I'm
I know it's
just
so good.
I'm in awe. Ooh,
Okay,
okay.
not terrible. It doesn't, I mean, the candy bars it's coming up with are
It's
so,
coming up, but maybe if
so,
you do chocolate bar, it'll or
so
chocolate in front of the
creative.
candy. I know.
I mean, um,
Like a chocolate
but
candy
I
bar.
feel like then it's gonna do like a Hershey's chocolate bar. You know what I
Oh.
mean? Like that kind of
Well,
candy
maybe
bar.
if you keep the candy though.
Maybe. Let's try it.
Yeah, try it. I'm just thinking that might consider doing it longer, you know?
Yeah, let's try. Let's see.
Let's try. We'll
And
see.
then
Maybe
we'll add
it's
in our little
exactly.
sketch and see, or
Alessandra
not our
says
sketch, but our picture of my
the little
hands.
picture. Yes. Alessandra says this is some
Yeah.
fancy Europe chocolate. Oh yeah, I see. Okay.
See, I think I
It
kind of knew
wants
it
to
was gonna
do
do
the
that.
like
Yeah,
the
it
like
wants to do the
obvious.
little little parts where you break it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to this and then let's upload our picture. Where is it? There you are.
Perfect.
And
Amazing. And then
let's
up the
turn up
strength
the
maybe?
strength.
Yeah.
See what it does.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
See.
It's
Suspense.
working hard. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, wow.
What a vibe. Wow. That's fun.
Is
Okay,
this
I don't know what that is.
is this because there's like there's a foot in there? It's my foot,
Yeah.
and I think it's like bringing that in. That's really funny. But I could definitely, again, I could take this into Illustrator and just pull these hands and this candy
Yeah.
bar so much faster than creating like than how I did the mockup previously.
Right. Oh my
So
gosh, that's so good.
I
I'm
know,
I'm so
right?
impressed. Yeah, one of our friends, Andrew Hockrattle, I'm sure all of you are familiar with. He did the funniest reel, like kind of sharing the
With
news about structure
himself.
reference with
Yes.
himself, kind of just going into poses and like,
I loved it.
just, I loved it too. It was such a great definitely someone to follow if you don't already on Instagram. It's I believe it at is it hawk.co?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can maybe someone can drop the link.
Drop it in the chat.
Drop
Okay.
it in the chat.
I actually do want to do one more because I
Yes,
kind
do
of
it.
wanted to try out this.
Ooh,
Um,
yeah, that's like a unique kind of like you don't
yeah.
know how it's gonna come out. Oh
I think that we shot this. This was so long ago that I'm pretty
my
sure
gosh.
this was before I was even really doing mockups. I think
Yes, I think so too.
I might have done one for the I couldn't find it and
I doubt it.
I don't know. So anyway, they just trusted us, I guess. So let's kind of see if it can figure out that this is supposed to be that.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
I
I
also did
love
these
it.
in like 30 seconds.
You know what?
Well,
I love it though. I
but like
love
I
it.
love that,
It
right?
just
Because
goes to show that like
it goes to
you
show that
don't it doesn't need to be like super complicated to get
yeah,
the like, the idea across. Keys says the star that we need in our films, Andrew Hockrattle.
we
Thank you, Jack, for
do.
dropping in his Instagram link. Definitely go check him out. He's awesome. Alessandra says, ooh, very nice. Anything with pink on it, it's nice. And Keys says, hello again, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We're here doing some fun Adobe Firefly stuff and kind of playing around with structure reference. So we are doing a whole new image now, or a whole new mockup. So I'm excited to see how this one goes out. Okay, you've added horizontal pink wine bottle with red. Ooh, okay.
Okay, so
Oh,
it doesn't
yeah,
know
it
that I
doesn't
want it
know.
to, it doesn't know that I want it to be horizontal, that I want the flowers to be coming out, right? So,
Yep.
I mean, this is cool though. We could be like, oh, maybe we want to do something along those lines instead. Like, I
I
love
mean,
that.
that's really pretty.
I love that. So
Some
this
of
is
these are
where
pretty.
Firefly is so great for generating ideas. And if you don't really know where to start, you could literally just come on here and type in wine bottle roses and just kind of like keep playing and
Play.
playing until you
Yeah.
get some really cool concepts that then you could turn into images. But let's see if we can, tell it. This is just I think of this as an easier way to tell Firefly what you want without having
Yes.
to like type and retype and try to think of how to describe this. I
Right.
could
Because
just
that's
sketch it
hard.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hard and it takes time. So we're
Yeah.
just speeding up the process.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Joshua says, I love your reference structure drawings.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing. There
See?
you go. Oh my gosh.
Wow. I mean, that's honestly pretty good.
Oh my gosh. Also, how sweet. Reem on YouTube says, you were too creative for Firefly.
Ah, yes, I
Oh my
was.
gosh. What a compliment.
That is such a compliment. Thank you. So
Wow.
again, I could
Okay.
take this into Illustrator and put the actual wine bottle, which I could just show you guys.
Yeah.
I'll just show you how I did that really quick. So if you wanted to do that in a way that is like very simple and easy. So
Okay.
do we
Awesome.
want to change anything about this before I do that? Do we like it?
Honestly, I like it.
We
I'm
like
into
it?
it. Can I see what the third one looks like? Just curious, out
Yeah.
of cure the third, like,
Yeah, sorry.
ooh.
I kind of like
I kind of like that third one.
this one. Do you
Yeah.
like this? Is that our
Yeah.
favorite? Okay.
I think that's our
Let's
favorite.
download that. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So, I need to
Totally agree with you, Joshua. Such good results. It's amazing.
I would just go and get literally just get they would give me this. I ask our clients for like just oops, hold on. What's happening?
So many offers.
I don't want the offer. Um, Usually I would ask our clients just for like a picture of this. Sorry about the sound, you guys. Okay. And then
Awesome.
I have these to pull from, which makes it really easy. But let's go in here and we are going
Open
to
up our
place
mockup.
our little thing that we downloaded.
Love it.
Okay, so I in Illustrator now you can generate other things. I could change things, I could,
Yes.
do all sorts of stuff. But our whole thing here is that we want to just, show the client really like what their product is going to look like in here. So
Hmm.
I'd go ahead and I would place that and then I would just come up here to image trace Because I could just place it in there like that, but I kind of want them to like, I don't know. I just feel like it just looks better if it kind of like looks similar to the illustration that
Yeah.
is in there. Let's see. And in this case,
Amazing.
I could do that. I could also do like make it look a little bit more like a because this looks like a little bit more photographic. So kind of something like that.
True. Yeah.
Expand it and then using my direct select tool, I can just delete out that white.
Beautiful.
Can get real specific in here and like clean it up as much as I want or as little as I want. Obviously for a
That's
client,
pretty
I
good,
would clean
honestly,
it
for
up.
now.
Pretty good for now. And then I would just take it in here.
Keys, you're so funny. They say, LOL, I don't want the offer, just the bottle of wine, thank you.
Yeah, literally, literally. And then obviously this could be cleaned up, but that's how I would bring it
Hey,
in
that's all you need
into
really to
Illustrator.
show. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. We have
And
a question
yes.
from Marcy. Can you put
Okay.
in the reference drawing with your first prompt, or do you need to generate a prompt
Oh,
first?
no, you can put it in with your first prompt. So let me show you. I was just doing it so that we could see how different, like how much of a difference it makes. But let's
Mhm.
go ahead and upload. Which one
And
do
then
we
no prompt, right?
with no prompt at all? Let's.
Or, or oh wait, they're
I
saying
think it's. I
you
mean,
have
you
to have
can.
a prompt, right?
I don't know. I've never done it without a prompt. We can try
I'm
it. Should
curious.
we try it? Okay.
Yeah, why
Let's
not?
go ahead and do. Let's do. It's not gonna know what that is,
It probably won't. So I think
but that's
it's
fine.
probably ideal that you have a prompt, but
I
actually
don't
I
even
am
know
very
if it. I
curious.
don't even know if it will do it without a
Because
prompt. I've never
remove everything?
tried. Let's see.
You know what?
No, it doesn't give
We're
you the
going wild.
option.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't give you the.
I
It's
was
like
about to be
no.
like, woo, let's go wild.
You have to give it some sort of prompt. I know
Okay,
that
that makes sense.
in Photoshop, if you're generating things in Photoshop, you if you like don't put a prompt, it would just remove or like
Remove
right
or like it'll like kind of decide,
or like
intuitively what it
fix.
thinks,
It'll
fix
fix
something.
or
Yeah.
remove, and then if you do put a prompt, then it will add whatever that thing
Exactly.
is.
Yeah.
But in Firefly, you have to have a prompt. So,
Okay, that makes
um,
sense.
yeah.
Cleared that up.
So
Ooh. Okay.
I
Okay.
like this because it's letting me know how to spell things. So I appreciate the prompts. I was like, wait, how do I spell pedestal?
Okay, Marcy says, I assumed you need a prompt. I just did not know if you could do the very first one along with the reference
Yeah, so
image.
let's do that right now.
Awesome. Okay. Getting there. We're getting there. So I love how specific it is too.
I know.
It's like candle on a marble
I
pedestal
know, I
with a
know.
variety of
The things
glasses.
that I generate, you guys. So it's so weird.
I feel like the weirdest things are either like our Amazon
My
shopping list, our order list
yes,
as
my
product photographers.
yeah, I order the weirdest stuff on Amazon. Okay, this is not that bad. I wanted this to be
Yeah.
tan. So this it has the structure reference, and actually I'm gonna up the strength of it just to see. And I
Perfect.
think the background was like a light tan.
Yeah, so maybe we
So
can add that too. Amazing. Joshua says, yes, I do appreciate the spelling assistance.
you guys, I need it. Especially when it's, about to be 2 o'clock
Yeah.
and it's been a
Yep.
busy week.
It's been a busy week.
Been a week.
But thank you for the question, Marcy. That was
Yes.
good. That's
So
great.
this would be something okay, let me show you what the final image looks like. I feel like it did a pretty good job. This is actually, oops, this is a GIF.
Yes.
So that is the final image. Oh, I guess it's like a light peach background, but that's
Oh
okay.
yeah, sure. But
That's
hey,
okay.
that's fine.
Um, and I could definitely, I mean, again, I would take this into Illustrator and replace the candle, but I could definitely, this would give the client
Ooh,
a
that
really good
fourth one is really
idea.
pretty.
Yeah. This would give the client a really good idea of like what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this would be great.
Oh yeah.
And again, I could add more glasses in Illustrator. I wonder if I tell
Yeah,
it.
for sure. Marcy says, thanks. This is way too much fun.
I wonder,
Thank you,
I'm just
Marcy.
gonna see if I can give it a command and see if it will obey
More
me.
glasses.
Yeah, I'm curious. I haven't really tried to do that yet.
Yeah, yeah. Why not?
It was a little sparse, you know?
Yeah. Oh,
No.
no.
It's like that's enough champagne for you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I think
I
that's
know.
enough.
Maybe it's like with a ton of
With
variety, with
with plentiful
plentiful.
with yeah. Okay, so this is so fun. Okay, so let's choose which one we like. You liked this one, Arabella?
I love that one. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know if it's just the glow that's making me like it though.
Okay, so let's pretend that that's what our candle looks like.
Yes, Keys. It is a good aid in storyboarding. This is it's great for
Yes,
storyboarding, great for
exactly.
mock-ups, for whether it's video or photo shoots or all of it. I think it's a great place for ideation and for just kind of like laying out the ideas.
Exactly. So we are going to go over to Express. We're going to kind of dive a little bit more into that right now.
Awesome.
And if you haven't played with Express recently, it's so good now. I mean, it's
Oh,
like,
so it wasn't before. Just kidding.
no, it was good before, but
No, it was
it's
really good.
so much, it's so good.
I mean,
So
it just keeps improving like
yeah,
every single update. It's incredible. Like
yeah,
we can do so much. It's awesome.
we can do so much. So I'm going to make a presentation. So I could click in
Okay.
there. There are so many templates that you can use, you guys, which is really, really awesome. But I'm not going to use a template today. Um, but you could, and it's great. So we can go and we can choose a brand that we have. And if you create a brand, you can save your colors, your fonts, your
Amazing. Have
logos,
access to
all
it
of those things. Yeah, and just have easy
for
access
sure.
to them. So let's go ahead and we're going to change our background color here. When I am creating decks for clients, I just want to make everything like super clean, super simple, professional. So let's just say that this is for who who are we gonna do this deck for? Which of those mock-ups do we like the best? Which
Oh
one?
my
Maybe
gosh.
we could go with the Ollie vitamins because I feel
Let's do
like
that one.
we
I
could
think
add
that one
in
is
other
really cute.
things. Okay.
Very cute.
And let's see. Let's change this to
Very cute.
oops, don't want to look that up.
Was
Move
that a
this.
diss from a dictionary about your
They're
spelling?
like,
They're
absolutely.
like,
They're like,
absolutely, you need this.
I think you need us.
Okay, that's so cute. You
Oops.
guys, we're in the middle of rebranding.
Yeah, you guys are getting a sneak
You're
peek
getting
at
a
our
sneak peek at
rebrand
some of our newer fonts and colors. Oh, so
by the
exciting.
one and only Hutzpah. Not
Yes.
our rebrand, but the font that
The
we're
font that
using.
we're using right
This
now.
font right
Yes.
here is by them, and they are amazing.
And
Okay,
you can
let's
use it in Adobe Express, which is amazing.
yes. Let's say that this is happening in May 2024. Okay.
Perfect.
So this is usually, I mean, I would do something simple, like cover page like this. Just make sure that everything is aligned, and then I could add our
Lovely.
logo and all of that. I gotta move this over here. Okay.
It's
Um, yes. So,
already looking so pretty.
yes, down here I can add a page, and if I click here, I could see all my pages, which is nice. So usually on our first page, I'm going to put um like a little
Like about me or a project. Ooh, yes.
yeah, this is like we already have the job,
Perfect. We've already gotten the yes.
we're working on it. Let's see.
Okay. Cool, cool. I love it. This is such a fun
Something
part of
like
the
that.
process, I think.
It's so fun.
You just get to like make everything look really cute and just be able to share it
Yes.
with your clients.
I can go over here and change all the different things. Um, I can hold option or I think it would be all on PC and I'm on a Mac and duplicate things as needed. So let's see. I
Cool.
would put the deliverables.
I
Yes,
mean,
is
it's
there a
just like
question?
really so easy to do this on Adobe Express. It's kind of insane.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I'm just,
then
I love it. Okay.
I don't know. I would put some kind of like list of like, oops,
Right.
the
List of
different
like the
images
different shots.
that,
Yeah.
yes, breakfast. Maybe it's like,
Perfect.
and a lot of times like the client will kind of have these for me. Like they'll tell me or tell us like
Yeah, for
things
sure.
that we want. I also, maybe this one is,
Where is Lorem Ipsum when you need it? Just
I
kidding.
know,
Amazing. Okay.
something like that.
Oh
And then
yeah.
I would like
And then you keep it moving.
do my little list. And then I also always put the schedule
Yes.
of all the different things that are happening, all the deadlines that we have. So like
Hmm.
when we need feedback on this deck, when production is happening, when the shoot date's happening, image delivery, when invoices are due, all of that, I would list that out here as well. So that
Perfect.
like you can never over communicate, right? We want
Yeah.
to communicate more than we even think that we need to.
And at every
Which is
step of the
why we have
process.
a deck like this, right? It kind of feels like an over communication, but it's actually going to save us so much time and help us a lot in the long run. So
Totally.
we would have something kind of like this. If I wanted to, I could just duplicate this page, which is
Yeah.
great. I could also like insert a page here, but we're going to go ahead and add one here. We're going to make it that same background color. And
Awesome.
then we are going to upload. Did I save one of those? I think that I did. I did.
Yeah,
I
I think
saved
you
these.
did. Hmm.
Okay, so let's
Cute.
go ahead and say, oh,
Ugh, they're both adorable.
they're so cute. Okay, I actually am gonna kind of upload this one too because I feel like that actually really fits like the sweater and then what the
Yeah,
model actually looked like, which is kind of crazy.
I
A
know.
little bit. I mean, kind of. And then let's go ahead and do this one. Okay.
Perfect.
So what I would put here is because I could even do these kind of like together,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And again, we want
Love
to
that.
over communicate. So we are going to put image one.
Amazing. And just so you know, Ellie, we have about 8 minutes, you guys, and that's for everyone
Oh
else
my
involved
goodness.
and watching. Please, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. Ellie is here to answer them all, and so am I. So, yeah, this is so fun.
Yes.
I love this. It's just crazy how simple and easy it can be done in Adobe Express to create a deck like this. It doesn't have to be anything wild. Just
Yes.
something to like effectively communicate your ideas. And I love that we just like brought this over from Adobe Firefly where we were just
Yes.
uh creating fun mockups, and using our new best friend, structure reference. Amazing. Gotta add the details.
Yes. So this is what something that I would do, and this is kind of like honestly almost exactly what I would put into Firefly, right? But this would allow the client to preview, to make changes. Maybe they're like, actually, we don't want the counter to be pink. We want it to be yellow. We want the sweater to be purple or something like that. Um,
For sure. Ooh, yeah. A little list of
Oranges,
props and
yeah.
everything that are gonna be incorporated into the scene, to the set.
Yes, bowl of cereal. And then the other thing that I think is really important to include here would be image dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
So we would say so
That's the other cool
sometimes
thing too about in Firefly when you're
yes, you can choose the
you can choose
dimensions.
dimensions as well. So if you're like, okay, maybe this is going to be like for a video thing, then it's like that more horizontal look. But let's say for a photo shoot, then you can kind of do that more portrait look or square or whatever it is that you
Yeah.
intend to, um, the
So
size.
yeah, so I would put something like this where it says like what the dimensions are going to be so we know, and that's also for us, right? So when we're setting up the shot, we can make sure that we are shooting it to those dimensions and remembering that we need to make sure that it can go vertical as well as square, and then maybe
Right.
it also needs to be a website header. And so I would ask them the dimensions of their website header in case they want to crop it to that. And so we can make sure that when we're shooting, we are aligning everything
Hmm.
within those dimensions and nothing is going to get cut off weird or not fit or look good. And then I would also list out which products specifically. So in this final photo, as you remember, there were 3 bottles, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, so there were 3 bottles. So I would write down exactly which ones we're planning on including in this shot. And that way, they would be like, oh yeah, those are the ones that we want, or actually let's swap it out for this other one. And making those choices before we go to set, it just saves so much time once we're actually on set. I can pull the products that we need before we, start setting up the image, and we just kind of throw it all in, and it makes it a lot simpler
Definitely.
as we go along. So I would do something
So
like
fun.
this, and I can keep adding pages, and I would add pages for each image or each set. Sometimes I will do kind of a mock-up of what the set looks like, and then I will do a description of each image within that set, because sometimes if you're shooting like 20, 30 images in a day, you doing a mock-up for every single
Yeah.
one does not make
It's just
sense.
not, yeah.
So
It's not a good use of your time.
it's not a good use of your time. So that is how you can make a
Wow.
deck within Express. Obviously, you can go through and like, customize this, make it
Yeah.
exactly how you want. And then when you are ready to share it, you could, like, the cool thing about Express is that you could invite your clients to view this link,
That's
and then they
awesome.
could give feedback directly in here, which would be, really cool. You can also download it as a PDF or a PNG, but you probably want to choose a PDF and send it to your client that way
Amazing.
for review. So that is that, which is really fun. Let's hop back over to
I
the
love it.
Firefly and see if we can squeeze in one more of
Yeah, let's
these.
do one more.
If you have time.
I love
Okay,
that.
so let's get rid of this.
Great job, Ellie.
And thank you. I kind of wanted to try this too. So I wanted to see if I did do a style reference. So this is what my mockups usually end up looking like. Kind of, I guess it is
Right.
kind of similar to this.
Yeah.
Um, this one for this hand with this hammer, how much time do I have? 3 minutes? Okay.
Yes, you got
For
this.
this hand with this hammer, I literally took a picture like that and used that as the structure reference, and then I took that into Illustrator. But let's go ahead and see if we can kind of get something in this style. Okay, it did upload. Yes, okay. So,
Okay, let's do it. The concept of love and passion.
This
That's hilarious. I
this
love it.
shoot specifically, we are going to be streaming all about this shoot on Monday. Time is TBD. So just
Yes.
subscribe to Adobe Live YouTube on YouTube, and you'll be able to see when we talk about this shoot in more detail. It's going to be really fun to
Yes,
chat
Jack, if you
about.
could drop the link so that people can subscribe to
Um
Adobe Live. It's been like I feel like Adobe Live is just such a great resource for anybody who wants to learn and see how other creatives work. So there's stuff happening every single day. It's awesome.
oh wait.
But yeah, we're gonna be doing this exact. We're going over how we kind of came up with this idea for this specific image and shoot. So
Yes.
yeah,
It's
that'll
going to
be
be
next Monday. I don't know what time, but we'll figure it
very fun.
out.
Yes.
You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm sure we'll post about it as well at Weekend Creative.
Yes, we will post about it when we get that final time.
Cool.
Okay, so
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I kind of did the style, you know,
Yeah,
it's like okay. But
yeah.
I think honestly, structure reference, which I could, even though this is my mock-up, if I upload this into structure reference, let's just see what it does.
Yeah, I'm curious. Amazing.
Let's see,
Oh,
1 minute.
Joshua says, I watch Adobe Live almost every day. That's
Oh,
so sweet. That's awesome. Oh,
love that. It's such a
love it.
great platform for learning
Honestly.
and making friends too, which is so fun. So,
I love that. Hey, that's really
hey,
good.
pretty good. I love this.
Okay. That's awesome.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this stream. If you use this and you use it to create any mockups for your images, please send them to us on Instagram. You can tag us at Weekend Creative. We would love to see what you guys create. If you have ideas for other weekday edits, please feel free to
Yes.
send those to us as well. You can send us a DM and tell us your ideas. We would love to hear them and incorporate them in a future show. And stay tuned. There's more great content coming up soon, and we'll be back shortly as well.
Bye.